Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita classes for kids offered by Sri Sri Radha Govinda Temple, ISKCON, Mangalore. Let us offer our respectful obeisances and gratitude to Sri Sri Radha Govinda deities, Nimai, Nitai, Little Radha Krishna, Narsimhadev, our Prabhupada and other Acharyas in the disciplic succession. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
Namo Namaha. Sorry, Mataji. I went for Tulasi Pranama. Namo Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamini.
Yes, Dhruvi.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasadini Nirvishesha Shunyavadir Pachasya Desacharini.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna. So let
Hare
us
Krishna, Mataji.
welcome you all and thanks for chanting with us a one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra before the class and during the class as well. Now we are learning what Prabhupada has tried to explain us. Bhagavad Gita as it is, the very transcendental book where Prabhupada is giving his association to everyone, all the devotees, irrespective of whatever they have done, they are getting the association of Prabhupada through his books. The main and the first step of the reading will be Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yes, let us have a recap. What did we learn yesterday? We learned about the chapter 8, attaining Supreme Lord. Shows the path how one person can attain Supreme Lord. Every time Krishna keeps on saying, do devotional service and you will be able to remember me at the time of death. If you are not able to remember also, don't worry. When you have been associating and chanting Krishna mantra, every time it will be taken care. Yes. In yesterday's chapter, we learned Antakalikhameva. Before that, we even saw in chapter 7, Krishna gives us the clue how to remember him at every instance. So let's check if you all can unmute and answer. Allowing you all to unmute. If I am able to drink the water,
I just
what is Krishna in
have
water?
taste.
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 In sun,
Light.
Haribol. In Vedic mantras,
Sound.
Om.
Om.
Every time when there is Om, it is Krishna. So we should always offer our prayers starting from Krishna and ending also. It is like Krishna Arpanamastu, ends with Krishna. Starting, ending, and maintaining is also Krishna. In ether, how can we remember Krishna?
Sound. Sound. Sound.
Sound. Yes, the vibrations. Earth.
Heat.
Fragrance.
Earth, you can.
Fragrance.
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 Yeah, when rain is there, it is a
Fragrance.
fragrance aroma, the smell, right? Last on the fire.
Heat.
Heat. Yes, Hari Bol. So now Krishna has given us
Heat.
a chance to remember
Mataji,
yesterday's shloka. Yeah, who knows to recite?
Mataji,
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Antakale cha mameva smaranmuktava kaldevaram ye praptai samadbhagvam yatnaste artha samshayaha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone else likes to recite?
Mataji.
Yes, please.
I know only first 2 lines, Mataji.
Okay, recite first 2 lines. Second, we'll help you. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Antakale cha mameva smaranmukta kalevaram
Ya prayati samadbhavam
yati nasti artha samavyaham.
Yah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Now, when we are joining this Nastyatra, it will become or Nastyatra Samchaya. Both of the ways we can pronounce. Both are accepted. So, it is very important to remember Krishna, the moment of death. Then we can attain Krishna's nature. In the story, we saw there was a king named, who was the king?
Mataji, Bharata.
Bharat Maharaj. Yes.
Bharata.
Yeah, Bharata. What does he do? He will give up all his kingdom, goes to forest, sits for meditation. He does all the sacrifices.
Yes.
But one day he will see a deer which is struggling, very young, just born, and he will try to protect that. When he's trying to protect, all his attention is going to deer because it is very, very cute. And yeah, today this will be quick revision, right? Yesterday we discussed in detail, but today just as a quick revision. Okay. And what happens when he's trying to protect? Bharat Maharaj is losing his interest in the sacrifice. The concentration is getting deviated. One day when he's going to die also, he's just thinking what will happen to deer in future? Who will protect the deer? It is still so young. Someone has to protect. The forest is very cruel. People can kill, hunters can come, or wild animals can eat it up. Like that, when he's thinking, the soul of his is getting released and is taking the form of deer. Next life is going to become a deer. So we should understand whatever I'm trying to think at the moment of death, that will take up my next body. When should we start devotional service? Who knows the answer? Hare Krishna. When? Okay, allowing you all to unmute. When should we start the devotional service? Should I start at the age of 70, 80?
No, when we are small only we should start.
As early as possible. Kids
Yes.
by 5 years should have already started. Prabhupada writes in his purports times, he wishes all the kids by 5 years should be able to join Gurukul and they should get the right education from Acharyas. Otherwise, that is not going to support any of the future to spread Krishna consciousness. He really wants any of the leaders, most of them has to take up the Krishna consciousness. School should be developed where all kids will be given a chance to enroll for the right time. So in this example, what did we see? There was a story of Prahlad Maharaj, how he was engaged in chanting. Even at the age of 5-6 years, he was like able to spread the word of Vishnu the form of Krishna, that is Vishnu Tattva, to the Rakshas Gurukul. He was not at all afraid, even though there was so much of attempt to kill. Finally, Narsimha Dev comes to protect. He will destroy the demon, and once he surrenders, prays, Narsimha Dev blesses and he gives even the kingdom. So we should always be knowing a small kid also can start devotional service. There are different stages. Some people will take up, they will not understand the importance of the early stages as you kids are understanding. The past karmas and all will be there, right? They cannot easily take up, or sometimes their desire will not allow them. But when we know what is right, we should follow, and even we should bring some of them. Prabhupada even says that if you are getting any one person to Krishna consciousness, or at least making them 1% chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is very, very devotional. And now the Holy Name Week is happening across the world, and at least 1,000 people are chanting daily. New people are getting added on. That is one of the small act which can give to Krishna. We should definitely encourage others to chant as well, whether they're young or small. The best part is to start as early as possible. Prahalad Maharaj started even in the phase of Om, and whoever surrenders, they are always trying to remember Krishna, and that will be taken care by Krishna. Yes. Now, welcoming you all for chapter 9, the most important chapter. It is titled as what? The most confidential knowledge. Here, Krishna is trying to give us the secret. He has already given so many secrets that one has to follow Bhakti Yoga. That is easy. If you're doing something else, it will take more time. And some people who are philosophical speculators, they cannot at all achieve. Right? Likewise, he has given that I'm not the body, soul, so many secrets already revealed. And here is the most confidential knowledge coming up for all of us. Hare Krishna. So this particular chapter is titled as Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yogam. Raja Vidya means the knowledge which is at the topmost, king of all the knowledge, king of education. Raja Guhya, most confidential, the secret one. Let's try and understand. Please raise your hands to answer. How many chapters does Bhagavad Gita has?
700.
Mother 700.
Not slokas, chapters.
18.
Yeah.
18.
18. And in that, first 6 chapters are called as Karma Yoga, middle 6 chapters are Bhakti Yoga, last 6 chapters are called as Jnana Yoga. So 1 to 6 Karma Yoga, 7 to 12 Bhakti Yoga. So we are discussing very, very important aspect, Bhakti Yoga. And in last 6, 13 to 18 is Jnana Yoga. Among this, which is Krishna's favorite, do you think? Which can be Krishna's favorite? Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Bhakti Yoga?
Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, Krishna likes Bhakti Yoga, likes devotees. How to understand? Some people will be thinking, why it is in the center? It should be either at the first or at the last, right? No, first and last are like covering. When you see a sandwich, topmost covering and the bottom covering will be there. Inside there will be so much tasty, right? Likewise, even in the pearl, outside also there will be a covering, shell will be there, the exoskeleton. Both the ways. In between, we have got a pearl which is very, very valuable. In other places, we can compare. Your mother, parents would have kept the jewel, all the gold ornaments. They'll keep it very safely.
Yes.
Gold is very, very important. So Bhakti Yoga is getting covered, protected by Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga also. People should know this is also there, but best is Bhakti Yoga. Otherwise, what they will think? Oh, Krishna has spoken only about Bhakti Yoga. Maybe if I follow Karma Yoga, this might happen. This is more better. They'll start speculating. Krishna don't want us to get deviated. He gives us clear instruction. What is Karma Yoga? What is Ashtanga Yoga? How difficult is it? Whether I can do in this particular lifetime in Kali Yuga? No. What can we all do? Bhakti Yoga. Jnana Yoga also will take lifetimes and it is not assured. How many times we have to take birth for that sake? But Bhakti Yoga, we can always start. And even a person who is chanting Hare Krishna mantra one time is also called as neophyte devotee. Kanistadikari, he's been declared as a devotee. So merciful Prabhupada has been and Krishna has been. So You should always start with devotional service than going to something else. Now Krishna is going to address some of the important concepts to Arjuna, and Arjuna is eagerly waiting. Let's check. Yeah, this Prahalad Maharaj story everyone knows. And here, Prahalad Maharaj was always remembering. So he's the best example for Smaranam. And Hanuman was always ready to take up the orders from Ram. Lord Rama, if he's ordering something, asking Hanuman anything, he's like very eager, always waiting. If at all he's finding some service, he will dance and he will be very happy. I can serve my Lord, like that. But if he's not finding any service, he used to feel very, very sad. Arjuna and Krishna are the sign of friendship, Sakya Bhav. Smaranam
Mataji,
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hanuman is there. Some will say that Hanuman is there now also.
Oh yes, but
Is it?
we should check from the Shastras. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, some will say Krishna is died.
Yes, Mataji.
What Krishna is
Died. Died.
no. Krishna just acted. Okay, whenever there is a drama, you see in movies also, villain will be there. They'll show as if he's dead. Has he really dead? In cinema,
No.
it's just a part. That's it. Krishna is coming, and if at all is not showcasing as if he's not going, people will be still waiting for him. So he just
Some
acted.
And some people are say God is not there.
You know, they are the
It is
speculators.
Mataji.
Why are you reading like this and all? God is only not there.
Because
Like Hiranyakashipu, he's here. Like that, they will ask.
very much right. They'll be like wanting that they should be on the top. If God is there, they know. Okay, God will be the most powerful person, then everyone will respect God. If he says there is no God, at least then people will respect me, like that they'll think. And you know, many a times whenever there was a airplane crash and all, there's a report, survey report, they'll check, right? Even those who told there was no God, whenever the airplane was like about to crash, there's an engine on fire, they'll be like, God save me, God save me. All these days they are told God is not there. When something wrong is happening, automatically they'll say, because they believe inside God is there, but they'll not express it out. Inside, everyone will be knowing there's some energy, there's a person who is controlling, but they're not ready to accept because of their own past karmas. Slowly, if at all we give them a taste of prasadam, chanting, and the mercy of acharyas, Prabhupads and all, they'll understand. Many will believe that they are only living beings, there's no other person out of the earth. There's
And
no.
Mother, they will go always for temple. So I asked them, why you are going temple? You said that Krishna is not there. So they said that is only idol. We are praying for idol.
Yeah.
Idol is there, so we are praying for them.
You know, they are started actually, devotional service is there, but they're not able to accept the reality. They're somehow trying to run off from the reality. When they're going to temple, already some mercy would have started. Slowly they'll understand. Maybe sometimes it will take years or sometimes lifetime also.
Some
Best
will say Krishna, how he did, because some hunter was there. He that hunter thought that Krishna was a deer. So for leg only he hunt. So Krishna died. Seems what Mataji.
Yeah, actually there is a pastime.
That was the yes, Mother, I know the story
Okay, quickly.
of Bharata Maharaj. No, Mataji? Rama's father.
Rama's father.
Savana Kumara. His
Oh.
mother and father.
No, that is different. What Purna was trying to say is Krishna was being killed. People say Krishna was being killed by the hunter in a forest. He was trying to hunt a deer, and Krishna's leg was seen as a golden effulgent. Krishna is all gold. He's always shining, right? So his feet will be there where Krishna. It has got 3 stories related to that actually. I'll try to quickly summarize. Okay, all the three. One is connected to Durvas Muni, second is connected to Vali, third is connected to again Krishna's pastime. Oh, I'll tell two, I think. Yeah. First one is Vali related. You remember Vali and Sugriva were fighting, and Krishna was
Yes,
hiding
Mataji.
in the form of Rama, and he had
Hiding and
the arrow.
yes, ma.
Hanuman helped.
Yes,
And
Mataji, I know.
that time when Vali was dying, he was like, Krishna, why was this? I was always like trying to appreciate what was this done. Then he'll be like praying. Then Krishna will ask, what do you want? You want to kill me? You can kill me. I'll give you a chance in Dwapara Yuga. You can kill me. So now Vali has come in the form of hunter just to fulfill. Krishna is giving him a chance. He has requested Krishna accepts anything a devotee asks. So he's giving Vali a chance. Vali has come in the form of hunter and he will do. Second thing is there will be a pastime where Rukmini and Krishna will be worshipping and they will be having some pujas. Okay, Krishna was a beautiful, perfect king, and whenever a sage like Durvasa Muni or any other person comes, he will accept them. Once the Durvasa Muni will send a message saying that you people have to be ready. I'm coming to visit your kingdom. Okay, they will be like eagerly waiting. One day they will be waiting and he'll not come. In the late night, he will come. By that time, what happened? Rukmini Devi and all will feel whatever they have prepared, it will go as waste. It is already late night. So they will distribute all the prasadam to everyone. Now there's nothing left. Durvasa Muni is very angry person. So what they do is they will make him to go for a bath and they will be accompanying them. At that time, he will ask Rukmini to ride the chariot, everything will be done. Finally, they will prepare some food, and Durvasa Muni will be like, you're prepared? Yeah, it's ready. Okay, now take the food and smear all over the body, apply on all your body. Krishna starts applying, seeing Krishna, Rukmini also will apply to all over her body. But what happens? Krishna will stop. He will not apply to the foot. Leg is there, right? The down part, foot area, Krishna will not apply. Then Durvas Muni will say, you have applied, right? Wherever you apply, that will be your protective and no one can harm you. And where you're not applied will be the point where you can be having any danger. So again, Krishna is a supreme controller just to make sure his devotee Durvasa Muni's words will be holded on. He will make sure that particular area where it was not applied, he will get the arrow stuck there and it will be like glowing effulgence will be there. That's it. So two stories connected to that. One more story is there, we'll discuss some other day. But, yes, because we have got so many other stories to be included today in the chapter. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, is Hanuman is there today also?
I'll get the scriptural reference. Without that, I cannot say anything. I've not read, but I've heard so many stories. We'll try to get from Acharyas tomorrow's class. Yes. Thanks for the question. Thanks.
Okay.
And now, yeah. Idam Jnanam. This is a pure devotional service. How one can serve. There are 9 types. We were looking at Prahlad Maharaj, always remembering Hanuman obeying the orders, Krishna and Arjuna, the friendship, Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami. Sukadev Goswami is like chanting the holy name, describing Krishna. Again, that is called as chanting. And Kirtanam, when they are chanting, we hear, right? Parikshit Maharaj was so blessed to listen at the last moment of his life, 1 week, 7 days, right? So blessed to hear directly from Sukadev Goswami. And Bali Maharaj, who gave everything to Krishna, and Akrura, who always paid obeisances, praying to Krishna. Prithu Maharaj worshipped Krishna. Hare Krishna. So all this is given by Prahlad Maharaj, Bhakta Prahlad. Prahlad Uvacha in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, verse 23 to 24. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam Archanam, Vandanam Dhyasam, Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. So Shravanam means hearing. Kirtanam, chanting. Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Vishnu Smaranam, always thinking about Krishna. Pada Sevanam means always always giving services to Krishna. See, Lakshmi Devi always serving Krishna. Archanam, always worshipping Krishna. Prithu Maharaj, Prithu King was again an incarnation, like, but what we have to remember, he was such a wonderful king. All his subjects were devotees. He helped them to remember Krishna, worship Krishna, pray for Krishna, cultivate the Krishna consciousness. Vandanam, always paying obeisances. Akrura was sent by Kamsa to receive Krishna from Vrindavan. Okay, when Kamsa gets to know Krishna is in Vrindavan and he is not able to kill, he will give the invitation. Okay, you come to Mathura and let me see what can I do, like that. Then Akrura will be like very, very pious devotee, waiting to see Krishna. He enters Vrindavan and sees the footsteps of Krishna, and he can recognize this is Krishna's footsteps. Seeing to the footsteps, he'll get down from the chariot and pays the obeisances then and there. He'll get to know Krishna is very close by and he will be very happy. Dasyam, that is Hanuman, always ready to listen the orders, obeying. Sakyam, Arjuna, Atma Nivedam, give everything to Krishna as Bali Maharaj did. So in tomorrow's class, this will be, you have to identify which is what. Okay, I'll just repeat once again. Shravanam Kirtanam, Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj. Padasevanam, Lakshmi Devi. Archanam, Prithu Maharaj. Vandanam, Akrura. Dasyam, Hanuman. Sakyam, Arjuna. Atmanivedanam, Bali Maharaj. Okay, let's proceed.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, who is this?
Which one?
Mataji, this one.
Which I'm pointing out?
Shloka's left. No, Mataji. Up, yeah, this one.
Oh, okay, this is Bali Maharaj and this is Vamana Dev. Okay, Vamana Dev came as a small baby. He was like little Brahmana and he was very attractive, all powerful, but still very subtle and humble. He will ask three steps.
What is he doing?
He is occupying in one of the step. He's conquered the entire earth. Another step, he conquered the entire universe. Now there is no space. Where will I go? You asked me to take 3 steps. Now you are not able to give me third step. You will ask, right? That time Vamana Dev will be asking. Bali Maharaj will give the space. There is nothing left, Krishna. Please place your leg on my head. That's how. That is a description. Vamana Dev is trying to conquer in one, just in one step, he can conquer the entire universe. So, for 3 words. Hare Krishna. In school and all, we would have heard there's so many types of knowledge: social science, general science, mathematics, Ayurvedic science, medical science, or planetary systems and all, right? So first thing, social science comes, basic. Next, what is above that? Ayurvedic, medicine. What herbs can I use? What plant will be used for what medicine? Home remedies and other remedies as well. Astrological, how the planets are moving, how it is impacting on us. Science comes when we are trying to understand about who am I, what am I supposed to do, the real science, not just the modern science. And above that comes the Bhagavad Gita, which is the king of knowledge. All these are just a step. At the topmost peak, at the apex, is our real knowledge, the king of education. What is the king of education sitting on the knowledge? It is Bhagavad Gita, as it is. 5 subject matters. What are the 5 subject matters we can do in action? Hare Krishna.
Ishvara,
Ishvara. Yes.
Jiva,
Jiva.
Prakriti,
Prakriti.
Kala,
Kala.
Karma.
Karma. Yes, Hare Bol. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So now we should know Krishna is giving us all the information what we require. Before that, the king of knowledge is what? Bhagavad Gita. Vedic knowledge for fallen souls is not easy. We have got certain defects because people do mistakes. You know, when they are writing something also, writing mistake also, they'll do mistake. Can you identify? There's another mistake in this slide. What is that mistake? Try to check. There is another mistake in the slide.
Mataji, they wrote I
They wrote I.
and double S.
Mistake.
Mataji, they wrote two.
Ma'am, there is no I
There
in the
is,
mistake.
yeah.
Wait, there is no
Then
I.
there is two. Mataji, there is two S's.
Yes, one is that two S's here, another one there is no I. People usually
Yes.
will do mistake and they'll not be.
No, it is mistake. It is wrong.
It is wrong. You people are identifying it very, very correctly. So when kids learn, if we ask to memorize or like by heart, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, yeah, they will buy it. Then you ask them to buy at 16 table, they'll do mistakes. It is common, everyone does. And now, see, this is a bigger plate, this is a smaller plate, in which the food is more. You can
Mataji,
give
a small plate.
in the small plate, the food is more.
Yes, Mataji.
Ma'am, it is more.
Yeah,
In the
everyone
small
thinks.
plate
See, this is how we get confused. Just check the image, check the piece.
Ma'am, the small plate has more.
Mataji, it is two also same, but the plate is big. So in small plate, it is so much.
Yeah, what happens, you know, once we look,
Ma'am,
we just
in
compare.
the small plate, it is more. I can see.
Yes, let's check which is more, okay? Let us check. Now we have the apple piece here, tomato piece here, tomato piece here, both sides here. And everything is similar, right? Just check the food. Is it
Yes,
same?
Mataji, all is same, but the plate is big. In small plate, it is proper. It looks like it is big. In a big plate, it looks little.
Yeah, we'll take another example because the kid
Okay, Mataji.
is confused here. Okay. Now we have got now we have got 3 items here. Okay. 1, a stick, 2, a eraser, and 3, a pencil. When I keep the stick and the eraser together, which is taller, which is longer, lengthier?
Taller is stick.
Stick, Mataji.
And we assume that eraser is very, very small, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And stick is longer.
Ah.
Stick is longer.
Now when I keep the pencil with the eraser,
Now pencil is longer.
Pencil is long.
longer, but can you
Pen-
make... Now check. Where is another pencil? I want smaller pencils, please. Yeah, now you see. Pencil
Yeah, ma'am.
Mataji, that is equal.
It is same only.
it is same.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Now you tell which is longer.
Stick.
The stick is longer.
But is the size of the eraser going to increase or decrease? Same,
Decrease.
right?
Decrease.
Sorry, Mataji.
Okay. So Nandan, listen here. Now, I'll try to draw it. Oh, okay, no problem. So Nandan, what we'll do, you just check. This is one small circle.
Yes.
This is also small circle.
Yes, it is.
Okay. In later days to come, we will understand. Now, because a plate is big, what will happen? We think,
Mother, I understood.
The
yeah,
small pet is better. The small pet is better.
yeah. Okay.
And big plate is not better.
Okay, yeah. What happens now in books and all, school books and all, they'll be giving mathematics problem count. So it is comparing the same thing. It's fine. You will understand in upcoming days. So this is how Maya will act upon us. We'll just see the plate size and we'll get confused. Maybe the content is also changed. Content is same here, but plate size is changed. Because of
Change.
that, we are getting illusioned. It is little difficult. See, for kids, we are not able to explain it that very easily. Right? It's okay. He will definitely learn his duty. He definitely understand the days to come. He's chanting, that's more than sufficient now. Yeah, and one of the tendency of people to do is cheating during exams. They try to hide. It's very difficult to get hold of them. And people will not be able to see rainbow color every time. Whenever there is a rain and sunlight, same time there is a separation of Vigar, all these colors will be seen. Otherwise also these colors are there, but my senses cannot see. Now also the microorganisms around us. During COVID, they were saying a virus is there, you cannot see, cover, sanitize your hand, because it is there everywhere, but I cannot see. So my senses are imperfect. So how can I decide? Just because I see, only then I believe? Only when I see God direct to direct, face to face, then I will believe. You cannot even see the light, Vibgayar, without the help of sunlight. You cannot see microorganisms without microscope. You want to see the God, then only will you believe. All this are stupid activities. We should understand. Just in case I tie all kids with blindfold them, cloth, tie them up, tie their eyes, and ask them to touch. We'll not show this is elephant. When they're touching the leg, they feel this is a tree. Yeah, this is hard. This is tree. And some person will be touching the tail and he will think this is a rope. Other person will touch the tummy part and he will be like thinking this is very hard, and he just hits, there's sound, dub 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 sound, he feels this is wall. A person who is close to the ears of the elephant, he hears some noise is coming out because there is a wind blowing. He feels that is fan. Likewise, people touching the trunk and other parts feel different. Snake. This is just their assumption. Without the proper understanding, we should never conclude. We are like not seeing things as they are. We are not capable of seeing everything. We have got limited senses. We should understand, that's why we have to hear from the acharyas. Otherwise, we will go wrong. These are the 4 defects of the human. Mistakes we do, we get illusioned. We always see people getting cheated, or sometimes we get cheated. And sometimes worst, we cheat. We stopped. We should never cheat. And imperfect senses should not only be our learning mode. Understanding. So that's why we have to take the king of education from acharyas. That's the Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. This is the best of all the knowledge, purest form. Pavitram. Krishna says so. And whoever does this, so now whoever is not faithful in devotional service, they will be having continuous birth and death. They have to struggle. Sometimes in human form, sometimes in some other animal form or plant form or insect form. But those who surrender to Krishna, they will get liberated. And everything is resting upon Krishna.
I should read.
Yes, please.
By me in my
Unmanifested form.
by me in my unfested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. So Krishna says, Some people will think Krishna has shown the universal form to even Yashoda Maya. Yashoda Maya saw universes inside the mouth, but she didn't see the universal form of Krishna. Okay? Krishna has everything resting upon him, just like a thread which will be holding all the pearls, right? And we'll make it as a necklace. We cannot see the thread. Krishna is there everywhere. Everything is resting on Krishna. But people will not be able to understand. All things are inside Krishna. You know, whenever we learn about physics, gravitation, they say apple is falling down because gravitation. But who has made that gravitation? They should think, right? There's some force pulling. But who has given that force? Where did that force come from? It is also coming from Krishna. It's Krishna who is making everything work in the nature. Krishna is everywhere, but yes, please.
He says that although everything is resting on him, still he is
Alone.
aloft. The planetary systems are floating in a space, and the space is the energy of the energy of supreme lord supreme lord. But he is different from space. He is differently situated.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So now Krishna is saying is there in everywhere. You can imagine when Krishna is there in all the living beings as Paramatma, is there in different planetary systems, Earth planet, Mars planet, Jupiter planet, and different universes which are floating in space. Again, Krishna is holding them, okay? He has given some energy so that they can float and exactly which direction they have to go, which time they have to move, how much of speed, everything is controlled by Krishna. But still is not adhering to them, is aloof. At the same time, he's in Golaka Vrindavan, he's enjoying his pastimes. Yes, he is aloof.
But actually,
Yes, please.
as we generally say, not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, everything is moving under His will. By His will, everything is being created, everything is being maintained, and everything is being annihilated. Still, He is also aloof from everything, as a space is always from the activities of the atmosphere.
Hare Krishna, yes. So now Krishna is saying something very beautiful. When Krishna says, Prabhupada is explaining with the examples, okay, actually. Prabhupada says, if at all even a grass is there, is moving. We feel like wind is there, that's why it's moving. But to move also, it should get the permission from Krishna. Even if a blade of grass is moving, it is with the permission. Without Krishna's permission, nothing will happen. So everything is being created, maintained, and destroyed or ended, annihilated by Krishna. Krishna is the one who is finishing them and creating them. He's father of everyone. He's creating them. He's maintaining them. He's giving them energy to survive. At the same time, is aloof. He is not holding them that you have to do only this. He is aloof. He is away from it. Okay, let me read.
Can I read, Mataji?
Please.
All living entities working under the three modes of material nature, controlled by the Lord. Oh, Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I can even detach, seated as
So,
through
neutral.
thought neutral. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So we know, right? We have been controlled by the material mode of nature. Unless we surrender to Krishna, these threats will be like pulling us that side. Even if I have to go do something else, these threats will be pulling. Who will be pulling the threats? Material mode. Three modes of material nature that we'll learn in later chapter, 13th chapter onwards. And Hare Krishna. So all this material mode of nature is also controlled by Krishna. He is the one who is controlling everything. He can control different universes. Why not the people in the world? And even the material mode is also been controlled by Krishna. And yeah, Hare Krishna. Now we have one
Hare
important,
Krishna.
whichever is moving or not moving also. Dhruv, you can take up next slide. Please
Okay,
wait.
Mataji.
Whichever is moving or non-moving, everything is being controlled by Krishna. Whichever is getting created and whichever is getting destroyed also is by Krishna's rule. Some people will be like always free, but they don't want to do something good. Like if you invite them, come, let's go for temple. There is a kirtan. There's going to be huge book distribution. They'll not at all be interested. They want like, I'm too busy. Let me watch cartoon, or let me play, or let me just lie down. Why should I walk? This is summer time, Sunday. I have to rest. This is a free time, 1 o'clock. Let me eat nicely and just sleep. They are always saying no. I'm too busy. I cannot visit temple. But we should understand. Likewise, many people are there. They don't believe Krishna. They don't take up devotional service. They are Mudas.
Can I say the shloka, Mataji?
Yes, Bhagavatis.
Avajanti mamuda manusham tanu Ashitam param bhava ajananto mam buddha maheshwaraham. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Dhruvi, please read the translation.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. First, there are me when I are in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme devotion over all that be. Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Thank you. So now, when Krishna is there in his own form, however he is there in Golaka Vrindavan, he has just come to have the same feel, pastimes, right? Then some people will surrender. They know Krishna is eternal. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Sham Sundar. But some people will be there, they will not even try to understand. Just like few minutes back, we had a discussion. Some people will think there is no God. And they go to temple because some idol is there. They don't believe in God. And when Krishna is there, also people were there. They're like Mudas, like Kamsa and so many other people. They didn't believe Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and they'll not respect Krishna. Like them, many other peoples are still there. They are fools. They don't understand Krishna. And some people will be trying to do some works for material. Now they want something, then they'll go and please some person. They'll bribe a person and get the things done. Like if they want some good job, they'll give money to some officers, right? It is all happening. We know that. But likewise, some people will be like, they know. Now, if I perform this yajna, then this particular God will give me. So only for that, they are just doing a business. There is no bhakti. When they are praying, bhakti should be there, either for Devatas or Krishna. When we are praying to Devatas, we should always pray, please give me the surrenderance and the mood to progress in Krishna consciousness. Help me towards Krishna. Like people, some people will think we should not at all pray to Devatas. You can pray to Shivji. Ask Shivji that Shivji, you are the topmost Vaishnava. Krishna says that you are the topmost Vaishnava. Help me also to become a Vaishnava or Vaishnava, right? That should be our prayer, not like a bribe. I'll go do this yaga, then you give me this. What is this? Bribing them? No, people will be like glorifying Krishna. That is good. They are enjoying with Krishna, great determination. Devotion should be there. Otherwise, they cannot. Whoever is enjoying with great determination, glorifying Krishna, they're all great souls. When Prabhupada went now, people were like asking Prabhupada, why are you going to Western country, foreign country? Why are you not taking in India? People are so devotional here. In foreign, no one knows about Krishna. They have never heard about devotion. They don't know about bhakti. They are very fallen souls. But they are very blessed. They got delivered by Prabhupada. They were having some past karmas, very pious, And they are great souls who have got the association of Prabhupada. So all those great souls who are associated with Krishna consciousness are really to be appreciated because they are in devotion. You can always chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare. Yes. Devotional service starts, Prabhupada writes in 20th purport, and he says devotional service begins with chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And side to side, we're trying to understand the truth also. We have to even understand. We should start reading Krishna books, stories of pastimes of Krishna. Yes, Hari Bol.
Mataji story.
What
Yes.
the story
We'll start.
of
Mataji, I know this shloka.
Yes, please. Chant.
Ananya chintayanto mam e janaha pariupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshema vahamyaham.
Mother, I will read the translation.
Yes, please.
But those who worship with me, devotion, meditating one on my translator form to them, I carry what they lack and Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
This is a continuation.
Yeah. I carry what they lack and preserve.
And preserve that what they have.
Yes, Hari Bol. We have heard about the Sudama story, right? So he has got lots of bhakti. So Krishna is allowing them to progress more in devotion. In case he does not have anything for his survival or he wants something, Krishna will give. So whoever is in worshipping Krishna, transcendental devotional service, he will take care. And some people will be worshipping demigods, devatas. Then what they do? Once they die, they will go to devata lokas. Some people will worship the ancestors. They'll go to ancestor planet. Some people will worship the ghost. They'll go to ghost planet. And likewise, if people worship Krishna, then only they will go to Krishna lok. Otherwise, if you are doing so many different types of worship, you go to their planet. That is the one which we have to understand. Then people will understand. That's why, if at all we go to Swargalok, heavenly planets also, Devata Loka, there we can stay only for few years until our pastimes, good pastimes, that good deeds are getting clear. Later, again, we have to take birth. If you
Can I
go
read
to
this?
Vrindavana, it is there. One sec, I'll just try to read. Later, we can read with the story part. Okay. 2, 3,
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So whoever is coming in Krishna consciousness, thank you for understanding. Whoever is coming in Krishna consciousness, they are very sublime and they will be very, very effective. Like this, always engage in chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, continuously dedicating with determination, thinking always about Krishna, their life is becoming perfect. And because of this perfection, slowly their way to back to Godhead will open up and they will one day go back to Godhead, that is Goloka Vrindavana. And this is very important shloka. Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadham bhakti vardam ashnami. So Krishna says what and all we can give to Krishna. What and all we can give to Krishna? A leaf,
Tulasi leaves, flowers, water, then some fruits.
fruits, or even a water. Krishna is not
Water.
demanding us. You prepare.
Mataji, we should. Mataji, if we put the Tulasi only here, Krishna will take that, no Mataji?
Yeah, actually Krishna loves Tulsi. So we will make sure we give Tulsi also when we are offering. Sometimes our love will be not very pure, right? When we offer Tulsi, Tulsi Maharani will offer her love. So our prasad will be more dear to Krishna. That's how we make our prasad even more dear to Krishna. Okay, this shloka is very important. Let us recite. Patram pushpam palam toyam. Okay, one second. Hare Krishna, please. Word by word, sorry. Patram pushpam.
Patram
pushpam.
Palam toyam.
Palam toyam.
Yo me. Bhaktya. Prayachati. Tadaham.
Tadaham
Bhakti
Bhakti
Uparatam
Uptaram
Ashnami
Ashnami
Prayatatmanaha.
Prayatatmanaha.
Hare Krishna. Now, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam
Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam
Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati
Yo Me Bhaktaya Prayachati
Tadaham Bhaktyuparutam
Tadam Bhakti Uparatam
Ashnami Prayatatmanaha.
Ashnami Prayatnamataha.
Very well, yes, we can practice this well, and tomorrow we can recite. So, whenever we are offering, one important thing we should remember, we should offer with love. Krishna says you can offer, right? Patram Pushpam Palam Tyoyam. Anything, either of these four, we can offer. But bhaktya is very, very important. That's how Krishna is not hungry. He is the giver of everything. Whatever you are having today is because Krishna is giving us. Rain, Krishna can give. We cannot create the rain. We cannot create the seeds on our own. One seed will be there, then people are making its own copies. They are growing and making culture and so on. But without Krishna's permission, nothing can be done. There are like people who has offered, like Sudama, who has offered pure love. And who is this? Can identify?
Mother, one grandmother.
Shabari, yes. She was trying to offer whatever possible from her hand. And who is this?
First she was eating, then she was giving to Rama. Because the taste of fruit, it should be good, right, Mataji? If it is not good, how she can give to the God? So first she was eating, then she gave to Rama.
Yeah, actually, she was waiting even when she was young. She was like plucking and she was seeing whether this is healthy or not healthy. But as she got age, she's not able to make out. Her vision was completely blind. She was trying to pluck and she don't know whether this is spoiled or not. If at all a person in bhakti gives, even Vidura, once he was peeling the banana and the peel was there, right? The waste part. He was giving to Krishna. He was just looking at Krishna and he was giving. He didn't see. He was throwing the fruit and he's giving the waste peel. Krishna was happy to eat that. He just sees bhakti. Even if at all we are giving anything with devotion, is ready to accept. Is so much.
Mataji, and another one devotee, a poor devotee, he had nothing to offer in the temple. He will go to temples and the waste one, he will come and give and offer to the Lord.
Yes,
One
Mataji. Yes,
One day
Mataji.
he didn't get nothing. He was very hungry, so that he brought the pickle and he forget to give Lord, and the Lord Krishna appeared in front of him.
Yeah.
Mataji, in Vrindavan it happened. In Vrindavan, one Prabhuji.
Haribol. Yes, Haribol. So many pastimes of Krishna is always teaching us.
What the people was eating, they used to throw, no, Mataji. That only that
Yes,
Prabhu took
the remaining food.
and gave to the Krishna. And he is eating again. Like that.
And one day he was very angry that he forgot to keep Krishna Lord,
Yeah.
and he ate it.
Yeah.
Then Krishna appeared and said, "You will not give for me."
Yes. And there are so many stories like that, Once a priest was reading Bhagavatam, likewise when you told, na, I remember, he was daily reading out Bhagavatam for Krishna every day in his life. One day what happened? He read the same sloka again, and Krishna is like, how many times are you reading? You read already this yesterday. Again you're reading the same thing. So Krishna is always very, very merciful to associate, to discuss with devotees. But that bhav, Krishna, yes, without his mercy, what can we do? We should always try to serve Krishna. He will be very happy. Yeah, love is more important. We should remember that. Let's see why prasadam. Why should we offer to Krishna? People will think, yeah, Krishna might be a little hungry. He's not at all hungry for food, material food, what we are giving. He's looking for the love, the real bhakti, what we have got. And when we get prasadam, na, it's very, very delicious. You agree? How tasty it will be? It cannot be compared.
It is true, Mataji. My mother will keep some. She'll do rice and curry. When she'll not taste, no, Mataji. When she give to the God and when she eat, it is the salt, the spicy. It will be proper. It will
Yeah,
not be not too spicy, not too what to say, Mataji. Not too
salty.
less.
Yeah.
Salt also not too salty, not too less, like that. It will be correct. So my mother will say, "Oh God,
It's because of mercy of Krishna. And
yes,
sometimes we'll be like feeling, how come I didn't do much? And sometimes we would have not got ingredients properly. I'm missing. But still, what happens? When Krishna tastes, na, his saliva will be left there. Because of that Krishna's saliva, which is transcendental, not like our saliva, which is uh, contaminated. His saliva is also very transcendental. Because of that, we will be having the taste. And you know what and all benefits? People have done certain researches over that. Krishna Prasadam, it will be having the calming effect. Yeah, few to discuss. It will purify the mind. It will help us to advance in bhakti, and it will help to develop the finer tissues in the brain. In our brain, there are certain tissues which will be having low generative power. Regeneration power will be less, but then whoever is eating prasadam, for them the finer tissues also will keep developing. That's mercy of Krishna. Yes. Krishna is like a cloud, will be pouring like rain everywhere. Few people will accept, like devotees. Few will be like rock. They will not accept. It's up to them. So we should always remember to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And even if someone is trying to fall, sometimes by mistake he is going down, not chanting, then Krishna will protect. Even if some material contaminations are there, he will be protected from Krishna's.
Mataji." Some
Mataji,
will
today
say, Mataji, some will say you don't. I will say, you join for Bhagavad Gita class, understand the Bhagavad Gita, but they will say after after old age, I'll learn. But means that person mother is grandmother. But when she's reading the Bhagavad Gita, so I'm thinking she says that I'll read at old age, but her mother is not reading at old age.
Yeah,
I was thinking, what is that happening like that?
yeah. In
Mataji,
essence,
some will say I have got so much work. I'm busy. I can't read book. Some will say I have book, but I will not read. I'll read once on a time.
yeah. you know,
Mataji, this and all, when we go for prachar, the word that comes from the
We are busy. That's only.
that
yeah,
is
people.
I'm very busy. I can't read.
You know what
And
they're
right.
busy in? They're busy in taking the another life. They were
Yes,
busy, right? So they will be again busy. Next life they have to take some animal form, bird form.
Mataji,
Yeah.
Mataji, this Sunday, some Mataji went to home and they hated the Bhagavad Gita. They are telling, I am hate the Bhagavad Gita because my sister was there in class and all. Then he died of it. That's the mistake of Bhagavad Gita. They are hate.
Okay. Whoever is here today has to die one day. If they're not
Yes.
accepting that,
Yes, Mataji.
means
They are
yes.
saying that with Bhagavad Gita they have died of reading Bhagavad Gita all day.
Oh, in case they're reading the Bhagavad Gita at the time of death, where will they go?
For Krishna, for Goloka.
Yeah, Goloka Vrindavana. But these people will not be knowing, right? That's why they'll be blaming Krishna for which is
And
not supposed to. In case that particular
for
person is reading Gita, we are very happy. Even at the moment of that, if we all they would have remembered, that's mercy. he would have gone back to, he or she would have gone back. People will not understand.
And
That is-
Prabhu, Mataji, Prabhu was very angry, very, very angry.
yeah,
Anand.
they are pure devotees, right? They cannot take up anything bad spoken about Krishna or Gita. They're pure devotees, yes. Yeah, now let's continue. People are there. That's why we have to take classes. Mercy,
Mataji,
yeah,
today,
Prabhupada is given a chance. We have to keep on preaching. We have to spread the message. Ask them to chant. If they don't know the value of Gita, this is how one person will feel bad and he will spread the bad message to everyone. Before they spread bad message, we should spread a correct message, true message. You should explain that person he has taken birth, he has to die. That is common. Read Gita, you'll get to know. You have not read the Gita, that's why you're misunderstanding Gita. Attend the classes, then speak about that. If you tell a person does not know anything about numbers, he's in LKG and he wants to learn 16 table, how will he understand? He will feel like, why after 16 there's 32, 16 twos are 32. This is wrong. He will be knowing numbers, right? 16, 17, 18. So he's having limited knowledge. Ask them, you read Gita, understand Gita, then speak about Gita. Otherwise,
Mataji,
don't speak. Yes, Pa. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, some will accept it very early. Means some will accept what we say.
Ah,
Some
but
are there.
people are there, devotees, but some people will be trying to disturb. And that is a testing also for everyone. Whoever is going for preaching, na, that will be tested. How patient we are, how tolerant we are we progressing in Krishna consciousness? Is our humbleness increasing? Will be tested. Yes, Hari Bol. Yeah, one more important knowledge in this chapter is Manmana Bhava Madbhakta.
Jimam Namaskuru Mam Ivachasi Yuktevam Atmanam Matparayanam.
Hari Bol. Yes, Krishna accepts anything in
Krishna
devotee.
does not accept anything from the hands of a non-devotee. Why should he accept? He is not hungry. He does not require any food. He accepts only the devotion. That's all. That is the main point. One he has to become a devotee.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So now
Mataji, in this, Tulsi is not there, Mataji.
in the
The
glass,
food. No, Mataji, in the food. What and all items are there? Tulsi is not there.
now you see in this big
Yes,
photo,
Mataji, it
you
is
can
there. It's
see.
there.
In some na it is hidden maybe. Otherwise they'll not offer without Tulsi. And you know, right, before offering, we'll not take a photo. Offering is done, this is becoming prasadam, then they're taking the photo. In between, maybe that Tulsi they have already removed to offer, like to distribute. That can also be a reason. But Tulsi has been placed, maybe somewhere hidden. Okay, don't misunderstand. Always Tulsi we place. Yeah, one more thing here. Manmana Madbhava Madbhakta. Always keep thinking of Krishna,
Mataji, I can read this.
remembering of Krishna. Yeah, this is already done. We'll just continue.
No, Mataji, the sloka.
Yes, please. Hare Krishna.
Manmano bhava madbhakto madhya jivamam mamna.
Mam
Hare Krishna,
Namaste.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I can't see properly. It's blur.
Mataji, can I leave, Mataji?
We'll take the story tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or else I can miss the story.
Hare Bol.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. All the best.
Mataji, today I'm free, Mataji,
Hare Bol. Okay.
because computer exam.
No, but still you have to read. Let's complete another 2-3 slides. Hopefully. Yeah. Let's check.
Mataji, today you will say the story.
We'll discuss that. Check. Yeah. Manmanam Bhava Madbhakto Madhyachi Mam Namaskuru. Always think about Krishna, always remember about Krishna, always worship Krishna. Mam Evashi Yukta Atmana Mat Parayanaha. So you will take care of the rest of the things. That is a secret. And yes, this is the activity. Please make sure whatever photo you have got about Krishna, small Krishna, or big Krishna, idol, or in the mobile, place a Krishna and get some offerings to Krishna. You take tulsi leaf and offer, or some flowers you can offer, or fruits you can nicely wash, ask your parents to cut and give. If not, at least take a glass of water and tulsi leaf and offer to Krishna. Click a photo and share to us in the group. That is the activity for today. Okay? Tomorrow you can do, tomorrow morning or evening. Even now,
Mataji, I'm in temple.
you are already in temple, yeah. Yeah, you can take some tulsi leaves. You know the tulsi leaf. When we are taking tulsi leaves or manjaris, we can pray. Otherwise, ask your parents to get tulsi leaf and place in
Tulsi
temple.
leaf is there, Mataji. In temple it will be there.
Yeah, you can just offer to a photo in the house and try to in the temple there. Take a photo of that, or even
Okay.
take a photo from temple and send. That's it. Easy, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Mother, tomorrow test is there?
Tomorrow, yeah, you have test.
No, Mother, you said that test is there of chapter 1 something.
No, not for tomorrow. You people complete later. We'll see for that. Okay.
Mother, what did you say that time? I didn't hear properly.
We have activity. You have to perform this as an activity,
Okay, Mataji.
and everyone can do. Some people will not be having tulsi, whoever is in abroad. As of now, yeah, all are from India, I think, in this class. So
Mataji.
we can definitely do. And yes, honoring prasadam helps purify our mind and advance in bhakti to develop finer tissues and so on. Bhakti is most important. All these are just like material attractions. That's it. Krishna is never angry. He's angry only for devotion. He accepts his Krishna is God, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is in the person form as Shyam Sundar and Sachidananda. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,